Let me ask you a simple question. If Isaac Newton or Albert Einstein were alive today, would artificial intelligence have discovered gravity or the theory of relativity? Or do you think great ideas emerge in a completely different way? To understand this, let's go back more than 2000 years. The Greek mathematician Archimedes was given a strange problem. The king suspected that a crown made for him was not pure gold, but Archimedes had to prove it without melting the crown. He struggled with the problem for days. Then one day, while stepping into a bath, he noticed something simple. The water level rose, and suddenly something clicked. The amount of water displaced could reveal the volume of the crown. Legend says he ran through the streets shouting, Eureka, Eureka! A discovery had been made. Now, here is the interesting question. Did that discovery come from structured analysis, or did it come through something deeper in the human mind? Because, as Albert Einstein once said, imagination is more important than knowledge. Knowledge tells us what already exists. Imagination allows us to see what does not exist. If we look at history, many discoveries follow a similar pattern. From Isaac Newton to Charles Darwin, breakthroughs often unfold through four stages. Stage 1: Curiosity. Every discovery begins with a question. Why does an apple fall? Why do species evolve? Why does light behave the way it does? Curiosity is the spark of discovery. Einstein once said, I have no special talents. I am only passionately curious. Curiosity pushes the mind toward the unknown. The stage 2: Immersion. The second stage is deep engagement with the problem. The person studies it, observes it, thinks about it repeatedly. For example, Charles Darwin spent decades studying plants and animals before developing his theory of evolution. Great ideas rarely appear instantly. They grow slowly through immersion in a problem. The stage 3, which is insight. Then something interesting happens. After long thinking, the mind suddenly connects the pieces. This is famous Eureka moment. From Isaac Newton, observing a falling apple triggered a deeper question about gravity. For Albert Einstein, imagining what it would feel like to ride alongside beam of light led to revolutionary insights. Insight often feels sudden, but it usually comes after long preparation. The stage 4, which is verification. Finally, the idea must be tested. Experiments are conducted, evidence is gathered, the theory is refined. As the physicist Richard Feynman once said, if it doesn't agree with experiment, it's wrong. Without verification, insight remains just a beautiful idea. There is another interesting pattern. Many discoveries did not happen during intense work. They happened when the mind was relaxed. Archimedes was bathing. Newton was observing nature. Einstein was imagining possibilities. This happens because the human mind works in two modes. One is focused thinking when we analyze a problem. The other is diffuse thinking when the mind is relaxed and ideas connect subconsciously. During those quiet moments, insights often appear. Now, let's compare this with AI. AI works very differently. AI does not experience curiosity. It does not observe the world. It does not daydream or imagine. Instead, AI analyzes enormous amounts of existing information. It identifies patterns and recombines them. AI is incredibly powerful at pattern synthesis, but many human discoveries begin with a question that did not exist before. AI usually works with patterns that already exist in data. So, what's the leadership insight? This has an important implication. For decades, organizations valued people who could produce answers. But in the AI era, answers may become abundant. Anyone can generate analysis, anyone can generate reports. What may become rare is something else, the ability to ask meaningful questions. Because the person who frames the question guides the direction of the discovery. So, the closing thoughts are that technology will continue to transform how we work and think. But history reminds us of something important. Many of the greatest discoveries began not with powerful machines, but with a curious mind asking the right question. And perhaps that ability to ask the right question will remain one of the most valuable human skills in the age of artificial intelligence. This is the management view, looking beyond technology to understand how thinking and leadership are evolving.